Hi everyone, today's video is about something very ordinary. Nothing dramatic, nothing emotional. Just a simple task that needed to be done. The ceiling light in my living room stopped working. At first, I thought maybe the entire light fixture was broken. But after checking it carefully, I realized the LED module inside had failed. So instead of replacing the entire light, I decided to replace the LED chip myself. For many people, this might seem like a very small thing. But when you live alone, small things become your responsibility. There is nobody else to call, nobody else to handle it. If something breaks, you fix it. If something stops working, you figure it out. That's just part of daily life. Living alone has taught me many things over the years. One of them is that you become more independent than you expected. When I was younger, I never paid attention to things like lights, plumbing, or repairs. I assumed someone else would handle those things. But life has a way of teaching you new skills. One problem at a time. So this morning I ordered a replacement LED module. It wasn't expensive. Actually, it cost much less than buying a completely new light fixture. As someone living on a limited income, I always try to repair things before replacing them. Not because I enjoy spending hours fixing things, but because every small expense matters. A little money saved here, a little money saved there. Over time, it makes a difference. When the package arrived, I turned off the electricity and took the light apart. I watched a few videos online first, just to make sure I wouldn't make any mistakes. To be honest, I was a little nervous. Electricity is not something you want to mess around with. But after looking at the wiring, it turned out to be much simpler than I expected. The old LED module came out. The new one went in. A few screws, a few wires, nothing complicated. The entire process took maybe 20 minutes. Then came the moment of truth. I turned the power back on, pressed the switch, and suddenly the room was bright again. Just like that, problem solved. It felt surprisingly satisfying. Not because replacing a light is some great achievement, but because I handled it myself. These days, I think many people underestimate the value of small victories. We often focus on big goals, big careers, big houses, big achievements. But life is actually made up of hundreds of small moments. Cooking your own meal, fixing something that broke, cleaning your room, paying your bills, getting through another difficult day. None of these things seem important by themselves, but together they become your life. As I get older, I've started to appreciate these simple moments more. There is something peaceful about solving a problem with your own hands. Something honest about it. No applause, no recognition, no social media success. Just a small problem that existed this morning and no longer exists tonight. And somehow that feels good. Living alone in China has not always been easy. There are lonely days, stressful days, days when it feels like life isn't moving forward. But even on those days, there are still small things that need to be done. And sometimes doing those small things reminds me that I'm still moving forward, even if it's only one step at a time. Tonight, my living room is bright again. The light works, the room feels a little warmer. And honestly, that's enough for today. Anyway, I'm curious, do you usually repair things yourself? Or do you prefer calling someone to fix them? And what was the last thing you repaired with your own hands? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your stories. Thanks for spending part of your day with me. And good night from China.